Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is so funny, like I actually forgot that I had lost my voice a few days ago. I've literally not spoken all day. I think it's about 6 p.m. I've just gone to introduce this video and realized this is the voice situation going on. And also ignore if you can hear the washing machine in the background. I have washing to do, okay? I am just gonna film the intro like this, but I will not film my voiceover until my voice comes back fully. So today I'm doing something that has been highly requested, but I didn't want to do it until I was sure. I'm gonna do a brow lamination. Now, when I did my lash lift video, I had so many comments saying, oh my god, please do a brow lamination. I love how you explain things. And I didn't quite want to do it because I wasn't sure if I wanted a brow lamination. But for the past few months, I have been styling my brows in kind of a brow lamination style, and I've been loving it. So I was looking at my eyebrows the other day and I thought, you know what, it's time. I have the kit, let's just do it. So with me being me, I have spent the past few days watching so many brow lamination tutorials and trying to figure out the very best technique to getting this done. Now, unlike a lash lift, with a lash lift it's kind of like there's one technique: glue, perm, fixation, nutrition, done. But with a brow lamination, I feel like every brow tech has their own special little way of doing it. It's really weird. So I was watching all these videos like, oh my god, what's correct? I've kind of taken a little bit from everyone's technique that I watched and created a technique that I think will work best for me and hopefully work best for you guys. Now, I know in my lash lift video, a lot of you hated the glue. I hated it. Like, people couldn't get their lashes to stick, they hated using the glue, they hated the sticky feeling you get afterwards. So the brow lamination technique I'm gonna do today doesn't include the glue. Before I start, I just want to say, as I always do, if you do not feel comfortable doing this, or you know, you have shaky hands, or you just simply do not trust yourself, professionals are there for a reason. Go to a spa, treat yourself, go to your local brow tech, get them done professionally, and just don't do this if you are the type of person that's gonna mess it up. But if you are someone like me who loves trying beauty things at home and can totally trust themselves and just really enjoys the whole process, then go ahead. But you know, do a patch test before, make sure it's safe on your skin, and just make sure you follow instructions. I always say, don't just watch my videos, watch multiple videos, but I do try and be as informative and like descriptive as I can. I think that's why a lot of people like my channel, so thank you. I'm going to show you the process. I'm also going to talk about aftercare, and I'm going to show you my eyebrows in like 3 or 5 days time, you know, once I've like actually washed my face and stuff. You know, I don't just want to show you immediately after, I want to show you a few days as well, so we can see, did it hold, did it not? But yeah, let's get straight into the video, and we're about to go into the section of the video where I don't have a messed up voice. Enjoy. If you're following along with me, this is everything you're going to need. Firstly, applicators. You can use whatever comes with your kit, but I'm going to be using this lip gloss applicator and both the sizes of spoolies. The small applicator is fine if that's all you have. You're gonna need a Y brush, also known as a clean tool, and it has one smooth side and one side is a comb. You'll need cotton rounds for obvious reasons, and also a few cotton earbuds. You'll need clear plastic, cling film is fine, and a lash lift kit or a brow lamination kit, but I'm using a lash lift kit. From the kit, you'll need to use all of the solutions and the clean tool. The first step is cleansing the area. Apply the cleanser to your cotton rounds and make sure there is no makeup or anything on your eyebrows. Clean them thoroughly at this point. Next, you'll need to brush up the hairs into your desired position. Don't worry if they won't brush all the way up just now, just kind of get them a bit higher. Next, go in with the perming solution. Apply this all over your eyebrows and make sure every hair is coated. Whilst you're doing this, try and push your eyebrows up into your desired position. Again, don't worry if they don't go all the way up just now, but try and start working them up to how you would want them to look. Once you've applied the perm solution, cover your eyebrows in the cling film and set your timer for 5 minutes. Halfway through at 2.5 minutes, you want to go back in and give your eyebrows a little brush. As you'll see, they're a lot easier to style now because the perming solution has started to work. So brush them up to where you'd want them to be and then cover them up again for the remaining 2.5 minutes. I'm using the small spoolie tool, but if you only have a large spoolie, you can use that too. Once the 5 minutes are over, you want to remove the cling film and start removing the perm solution from your eyebrows. I used the clean tool to take off the majority, then I used a cotton bud to take off the rest, and finally I used a damp cotton round, just slightly damp, to make sure that all of the perm solution was removed from my eyebrows. Next, we're going in with the fixation solution. Apply this all over your eyebrows, once again making sure that every hair is coated. Whilst you're doing this, you want to keep pushing your eyebrows up into your desired position, and as you can see, they're a lot easier to style now. When you've applied the solution, go in with a spoolie and just brush your eyebrows up again. You can see that I'm really starting to get that fluffy brow lamination look now, and you want to make sure that they sit in this position because you're going to fix them into this position with the fixation solution. Cover up with cling film again and leave for 5 to 7 minutes. You can leave for just 5 minutes like the perm solution, but I saw a lot of brow techs leaving this solution on for a little bit longer, so I decided to try that too. Once the time is over, take off the cling film and once again remove the fixation solution. I did the same removal technique, taking most of it off with the clean tool and then going in with a slightly damp cotton round to make sure everything is removed. The final step is applying nutrition. Take a cotton bud and apply the nutrition all over your eyebrows. You can already see how my new eyebrows look, but the nutrition is making them look extra slick. Go in with a spoolie. By the way, make sure you're always using a clean spoolie and clean tools. And just brush them up and get them into the position that you like, but at this point they are set into their new position. After leaving the nutrition on for 5 minutes, you can remove the remainder with a dry cotton round. At this point, your brow lamination is complete, but I just became slightly addicted to brushing my eyebrows, so here's a few clips of me pushing them up to be as fluffy as they can possibly be. And we're done. These are my eyebrows brushed up to be as fluffy as they can be with no further styling and a completed brow lamination. Here's a photo of my eyebrows later that evening and me trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with all this new brow, because as you can see, they really have become so fluffy. And here's a clip of me as I'm going to bed that night. I decided to apply a little bit more nutrition because they felt a little bit dry, and I kind of styled them with the oil and I'm feeling very pleased with myself, as you can see. The next day when I woke up, this is how my eyebrows looked, but it was really easy to just brush them back into the fluffy position they were in before, and they did not move. I decided not to get my eyebrows wet today and waited another day until I fully washed my face and got my eyebrows wet. This is me the next day after fully washing my face, including my eyebrows, and applying a little bit of eyebrow makeup. This is when you can start to see the final result, but I'll show you a proper clip of the final result in the next clips. Hello, welcome back. So first things first, I'm not naked. Got a little boob tube. Gonna try and pull that up because look at this down. I look naked, but let me just ruin the fantasy real quick. So it's a few days after I did my brow lamination. I did the brow lamination on Wednesday. It's actually Saturday today. I just wanted a few days to get used to them, you know, style them, see how I felt, and actually have something to say. So first things first, I quickly want to talk about Aftercare. So Aftercare, you have to not get them wet for at least 24 hours. I actually waited 2 days. I just thought, let me just brush them up as high as they can go and just let them settle. So I ended up washing my face for the first time on Friday. I had to just use like makeup remover until then, and I hated it. You want to not wear makeup and keep your eyebrows brushed up in a nice position, so if you kind of knock them down in your sleep or even just like changing your top, just brush them back up to where they were. Now on to my final results. These are my brows. I have them brushed up quite high just because I thought, oh, I'd show you the full extent of fluffiness you can get now, and they will just stay like this. I'm genuinely so surprised because you just brush them up and they just stay. They don't move all day. Like literally, I thought, oh, surely they're gonna fall down during the day, but they do not move, which is great because I don't have to use brow glue anymore, or like, you know, when you use like a brow soap, I don't have to use any of that. But just to warn you, if you do accidentally knock them, or if you like push them down when changing your top, they're gonna stay where you put them. So there was definitely one day where I changed my top, I'd like accidentally brushed an eyebrow down, and I had one up and one going down for I don't even know how long, because they're not gonna fall back to where they were. They're like, okay, we're going down now. I mean, that's what we're doing. Maybe keep an eye on them until you're used to it. But yeah, just a little warning because I must have looked amazing. As you guys can see, my eyebrows are quite sparse, so it means now that they're all brushed up, I can really see like the sparser areas, which is like here. I just don't grow hair here. And at first I was like, oh my god, I don't know if I like this, because now my eyebrows look more sparse. But it's such an easy fix with a bit of makeup. The makeup that I use is, I use the NYX Lift and Snatch brow pencil. I use the color Espresso, and this is really good for making really fine lines. I think this is like the perfect makeup product to use if you do have a brow lamination and you just want to draw in a few more hairs. Okay, it's actually quite difficult to do my makeup in the viewfinder of a camera, but I'm gonna give it a go for you guys. Kind of just brush them out, and I'm just going in for all of these sparse areas. See how natural that is? When I'm doing this, I only really want to even out the bottom line, and I feel like it makes such a big difference. Kind of before and after, I just fill in those little patches and it makes a world of difference. Like this just looks so much nicer and fuller, and this now looks super sparse because it really shows you how sparse my eyebrows can be at some points. Okay, I did the other one off camera because it's just stressful, and I probably need to add like a few more hair strokes up here and maybe like here, but you get the point. Look how natural the sparse areas look now. Like this really makes it look like extra hair strokes. Like you couldn't tell that's makeup at all. Okay, just reset the camera. So that's pretty much everything in terms of how to do the brow lamination and my final results, and a little bit of aftercare. But I have a few more things I want to mention because I know my viewers just love having too much information. So if you're one of those, just keep on watching. So I mentioned how if you accidentally knock them, they will stay where you put them. So keep an eye on your brows for the first few days whilst you're getting used to it. Just watch them brows. I wanted to talk about shaping and tinting your eyebrows. So I didn't tint mine. I actually really like the color of my eyebrows. I was really afraid they would be too dark if I did tint them, so I didn't do it. But I just wanted to say, if you do tint your eyebrows immediately after doing a brow lamination, you want to do it after you've taken off the fixation solution, but you don't want to do it for as long as the pack says, because you've just treated your eyebrows chemically, so they'll be a lot more porous and they will take to the color a lot quicker. So you might want to like half the time your pack says to do, because they will dye so much quicker, and that will help you avoid having brows that are too dark. In terms of shaping, there's a lot of things I can do in life, but shaping my eyebrows is probably not one of them. In a lot of videos they will like do waxing and then they will like trim the eyebrows as well. I really like the fluffy look, so I didn't want to trim them, and I'm gonna be completely honest, like I just saw myself screwing it up. I thought about it, I even stood there with scissors at one point and I was just like, is this worth it? Like, think this through, JD, is it worth it? Like, I know that I'm just not good at shaping eyebrows, so I tend to just leave them to do whatever they want to. I mean, I really like my natural eyebrow shape, so that works for me. So if you're looking at these brow lamination videos online from salons and you really love like the shaped perfect finish, I would just go to professional. But if you're quite happy with like the fluffier, more natural look that I have, then I think you'll be okay doing it yourself. Just follow the times and don't overdo it. Another thing I wanted to mention is that they feel really dry. Like, not like they're gonna fall off, but a lot drier than they did before. So I have been applying oil every night because I'm just like, eyebrows, are you okay? I did look into this and it's pretty normal, and I know some people are probably gonna say, oh, applying oil means your brow lamination is not gonna last as long. I really don't mind if it doesn't last as long. I mean, it is what it is, but I do want to make sure they're nourished. So I've been applying vitamin E at nights, maybe not every night, but just making sure that they've got a good amount of moisture, because they felt a bit dry, a little bit brittle. And I think that is slapping the notes. I think that's everything. If you guys have any more questions, as always, leave me a comment down below. If there's any other beauty treatments or products or just anything you want me to try, make sure you let me know, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!